Hello and welcome to the social experiment, the monthly update. It's been exactly 1 month that I concluded the social experiment and I swapped back to my Nokia. Now, in the last episode, I know I talked about I only had really 8 or 9 apps that I flagged as being something that's actually adding to my life. Where that sits, and what my new relationship with my phone looks like is probably the question on everyone's mind. And I can tell you, I counted up all my apps that I have here. Now I've got 34 apps, and you're thinking 8 to 34, what happened here? What's come in? What's crept into my phone? Very quickly, there was a number of apps that definitely add to my life. They don't advertise to me. They don't distract me. They are a functional part of what I need. And to give you some examples, there was authenticator apps. There's a whole bunch of authenticator apps that actually help very quickly to log into things. Maybe I could ditch them still. I have my wallet, my printer app that is very useful to me here in the home office, the Starlink app for my internet. Files, they're an app as well. Clocks, calculators, contacts, FaceTime, find my, if I were to lose my product somewhere. Now there's the most, I think the most obvious big commonality in amongst all of this is that they don't really have any notifications or distractions. They're not selling me anything, and they are very much functional. Probably the ones that I have added in have been iMovie, my podcasts, my reminders, my Shazam. I love my music. What's interesting is that my phone lasts longer on battery life. I get 2 days out of it rather than half a day. That's a big bonus. And the most important and biggest eye-openers, and here's where it might shock a lot of people, is the apps that I don't have on my phone. So what don't I have on my phone? And number one, there is no social accounts on my phone. Nope, no Facebook, no Insta, no TikTok, no socials. There's no viewing channels on my phone. So YouTube, any Disney, Prime, no video viewing channels whatsoever. Banks, I have actually enjoyed not having the banks on my phone for a few reasons I won't go into, but there's been some irritations there for me prior to this, and it's been so much easier and better to get back onto a desktop to do all my internet banking, and also government apps. So between the banks and the government, and quite honestly, they're the two people that don't need to be in my phone at all times. I don't care how much functionality and convenience it may perceive to give me, but I truly believe they don't deserve a place on my phone. So bye-bye government and banks. And lastly, shock horror. I think this is where a lot of my friends and family are a little bit surprised. Emails. I do not have my mailboxes in my phone. So look, they're the biggest ones. And when we strip away all of those, you might be saying, well, how are you getting through the day and doing what you need to do? Quite like the whole intention was to use this in a way that's actually helping me, that's adding to my life. And I can honestly say, if I need to do the work, or I need to follow up on something, or I need to chase something, it's been so much better to have a dedicated time to sit on a desktop and do the work I need to do life admin work, catch up on different things. And in all honesty, it has been such a refreshing and beautiful change to how I use my phone. Life has just gotten that much more sweeter, more productive. And I say that because it's allowed me to focus my attention either here on the computer, doing my work, doing my life admin, whatever I need to do, or living life. Quite simple as that. I have so enjoyed doing this for myself. It has served me to no end in terms of the lessons I've learned, the insights I've received, and really the most important part of all is I actually gained so much time back in my hands to do with as I please. And isn't that one of our biggest challenges in this day and age is we're too busy, we don't have time. If this has, from what I've done, I've gained so much from it. I'm so grateful for you to have the time to watch this. And if there's anything I would love for you to take away from my social experiment, is just thought-provoking questions for yourself. I know that the feedback I've received thus far around me has been very much initial acknowledgement straight away to go, oh man, yeah, I need to do something about that, because everyone is very aware of their phone use. And really, when it comes to our phone use, and you may think, like I do, that you're fairly well balanced in how you use your phone, that might be the case. But you may not be happy with maybe the amount of time and the challenges parents face when it comes to watching and negotiating and talking to our kids about their phone use. And for me, I, hand on heart, will always want to lead by example. For me, it's my own, call it intrinsic value, my own integrity, where I feel like a hypocrite if I can't practice what I'm preaching to my own children. So I think there's some really, really valuable lessons in leading by example here. We have a great opportunity to show that to our children. And if there's any questions that I would ask you to think about from this, these are the questions that I had for myself. And it is, how healthy is my relationship with my phone at the moment? If I'm not finding enough time, or I feel like I'm not achieving everything that I want, have I looked at my screen time lately? Do I not want to look at my screen time to see, these phones are actually quite brilliant at metrics as well. So we have all that data in front of us, but sometimes we want to bury our head in the sand for the more confronting things that might show us just how much reliance we have on these devices, or how much time it does take away from us. You can have all the apps in the world to help you not get distracted. You can have a lot of people helping detox, do digital detoxes. But at the end of the day, it comes back to each individual to have that awareness, to ask themselves those questions of, are they happy with their phone use? Is there better ways to spend that time? And, do you need all those apps? How many apps do you have? And how much is that contributing to a happier, healthier life for yourself and for your family? And again, I keep coming back to leading by example. We are looking outwardly for policymakers and organisations to control phone use and social media use. I truly believe it comes back here in the home, and where we can actually step up and lead by example. It is the single most powerful influence that we can have on our children in a way that's positive, and it's positively reinforcing what's important in life, and what's more important than family, time together, enjoying each other's company, looking at a person eye to eye, connection, humanity's connection. So I'm going down a little bit of a rabbit hole here, but this is all important to me. This is what matters. This is why I want to speak on these topics that are so important this day and age. And when we talk about what can we do about it, it's quite simply can start from something like this. What can I do about it? How can I change the way I show up each day for myself and my family, my community, for the world? So with that said, that's the 1 month wrap. If you have any questions, let me know. It's been so much fun. It really has. And I'm excited by how I use my new phone. I'm due to get an upgrade on this. This is quite an old phone, but I might not need such a big chunky one this time, which is really interesting. Yeah. And I will, as promised, I'll do a 6-month update and a 1-year update for sure. Who knows? Let's see where this 34 apps sits after another 5 more months from now. Hope you guys are well. Live life. Enjoy every day, and take care of yourselves. Much love. Take care. Till next time. Bye-bye.